On today's menu, a delicious recipe with flavors that are a bun in a million. Extraordinary lentil patties. Lei Ho Man, that's how's it going in Cantonese. Welcome to Young Man Cooking, I'm Yeung. Lentils are one of the most versatile ingredients. They're fantastic with rice. You can use it to make a delicious velvety soup or some amazing lentil patties. Before we get started, a special thanks to today's episode sponsor, VITAMIX. I'll mention more about them in a little bit. As always, let's get started with the recipe first. 1.5 cups red lentils. The red lentils do need to be soaked in some water for about 2 to 3 hours, but if you forgot to soak them 2 to 3 hours ago, all you need to do is use your kettle to boil some water. Boil about 3 cups of water and soak the lentils for about 30 minutes. This will give the lentils a bit of a head start and soften them up. Half a red onion, roughly chopped. We'll be using the other half of the onion later in the episode. Peel 2 pieces of garlic. 2 carrots, roughly chopped. Roughly chop about 20 grams of cilantro. Food processor. Rinse and drain the red lentils, then add to the food processor. Red onions, carrots, garlic, cilantro, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon sweet paprika, 1 teaspoon smoked paprika, ½ teaspoon cayenne pepper. Blend for about 30 seconds to incorporate all those delicious flavors. You may need to scrape down the sides once. Blend for another 30 seconds. The mixture should be well incorporated, malleable, and easy to shape into patties. Scoop about a 1/3 cup of mixture at a time and shape into patties. This recipe, give or take, should make about 6 patties, but of course you can multiply the recipe to make more if you like. This method is similar to making falafel, and it can be baked or shallow fried. If you do decide to bake them, spray a little oil on them, then bake them at 400 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes. Once you're done shaping the patties, refrigerate them for a few minutes. I'm always asked about kitchen tools and brands that I love using here in the Young Man Cooking Kitchen. If you've been following the channel for quite some time, then you would have noticed that I've been using VITAMIX for many years. That's why it's so awesome that VITAMIX is today's episode sponsor. I've been using VITAMIX for well over a decade, and there are so many reasons why I consider them being the Rolls Royce of blenders. I personally use the A3500 Ascent model, and there is one feature that I absolutely adore, and that is the built-in timer. It's quite nice to have the ability to set and forget. You can simply set the amount of blend time, start blending, and walk away with absolute confidence. This feature is particularly valuable when I'm making homemade coconut milk, since it's imperative to blend the coconut milk for about 3 to 4 minutes until it actually gets warm. Of course, if you are interested in making that recipe, I'll make sure that there's a link in the description box below for you to check that out. The VITAMIX is designed with a metal drive system that connects the container to the motor base, allowing for better blends and far more robust durability. VITAMIX also includes up to 10 years full warranty. That's how confident they are about their machines being the absolute best in the industry. In this episode, I'm using the official VITAMIX food processor attachment that combines the power of the VITAMIX motor base with the precision of a large capacity, full feature food processor. To find out more information about VITAMIX products or what model fits your lifestyle best, you can visit that link in the description box below. Alright, let's cook up those lentil patties. Frying pan, 1.5 cups avocado oil. Heat the pan to just under medium heat. After a few minutes, stick in a bamboo chopstick. If there's fast moving bubbles, it's ready. Very carefully place in your first batch of patties. Use extreme caution when working with hot oil. Be extra vigilant and attentive when placing in the patties to prevent splashing. Fry the patties for about 3 to 4 minutes. Use a second spatula to very carefully turn them over. As the patties cook, a nice crispy outer layer will form. This helps the patties keep its shape and prevent it from falling apart. Let the patties cook for another couple of minutes. Very carefully transfer the patties onto a cooling rack. Plate the delicious crispy patties. Third cup tahini. About 3 tablespoons lemon juice. Generous pinch of salt and about 2 tablespoons of za'atar. Whisk to combine. If the sauce is too thick, add a little bit of water. If the sauce is too thin, add a little bit more tahini. You can enjoy these as is, but you can also turn these into the most amazing burger. Slice the burger buns in half and place them onto a baking tray. Bake in the oven at 350 for a few minutes. Thinly slice the other half of the red onion. Microgreens. Lentil patty. Red onions. Drizzle over some of that deliciously tangy sauce. Sliced pickles and bun. You can now enjoy this delicious burger with absolute confidence. That looks incredible. Do me a solid and try this recipe. So delicious. The combination of the salty, the smoky, the wonderful herb flavor from the za'atar, and that tanginess from the lemon juice and the pickles are just sensational. And there's that amazing crispy, crunchy texture from the lentil patty that really keeps its shape. There's a little of that pungent flavor from the red onions, a little sweetness, and that fresh, crunchy texture from those pickles, all wrapped up with that delightful, thick, tangy, nutty sauce. This is a definite crowd pleaser any day of the week. Simple, delicious recipes like this makes it so exciting to cook at home. If you love easy, delicious recipes like me, definitely check out or pick up your copy of one of the 3 Young Man Cooking cookbooks. There is a print or digital version of these books. You can also check out the other Young Man Cooking merch like the ceramic ramen bowl or that plant-based sushi masterclass, all in the link in the description box below, or you can visit youngmancooking.com. If you enjoyed today's recipe, remember to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below. If you're not already subscribed with that notification bell clicked, definitely do so that we can cook together again in the next episode.